What you just said has me wondering, was there a saber-class servant summoned who's got both a sword and a shield? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered. So we got a hand-me-down, well, Shirou got a hand-me-down from Ren's father, and the status menu of sorts for a servant. I don't know if only he can see it, like see the information there, or if everybody can. But mages should be able to see stats on a servant, but it wouldn't show the servant's name, just their class. Like, it would give their skills and stuff, but not their actual name. I don't think it would also give their noble phantasm info as well. You know, if you're looking at a servant in front of you, unless it's your servant. That's the standard 7, but some can be swapped out for a different class when the ceremony gets altered. Like when Berserker gets swapped for Ruler, I guess. I don't know if Saber's the strongest, but they're certainly the most versatile, maybe? Age of Gods referring to, Greco-Roman lore. It's like Heracles, Orpheus. I don't know if Orpheus would count as a hero, but he certainly endured a few trials of his own. And then, got torn apart by a religious cult. Let's see. Perseus, Theseus, Odysseus, Jason. She's also got access to some wind magic, which is how she's concealing her sword's identity. Using a barrier of wind to keep the light from shining. Yeah, like Lancer's Gabe Bulk. Or Archer's Bow. mean, you say that, but, you know, Saber's magic resistance is, like, really high.
A few moments later.
I mean, it's a little more than just bow. You know, you've got scheming, subterfuge, manipulation, betrayal. I mean, theoretically, if he won, he could potentially undo the incident from 10 years ago. Yeah. I mean, no, I think you were killed like twice. One time, you know, he almost got you, but Saber appeared, saved your bacon there, Shirou. I mean, she can heal herself, right? She's got like a healing factor. Of course, I'm pretty sure her armor is made of mana, just like her body. Well, we found Saber. But she's not wearing her armor, so yeah. Okay, come on, really? If anybody has a main, it's the rider class servant from the previous Holy Grail. Alexander the Third, or also known as Alexander the Great. Though his mane was not, you know, blonde. He had red hair. Shout out to Ayako Kawasumi, by the way. Have I mentioned her before? She's the one who voices Saber. Or at least this version of Saber. This particular Saber class servant. I know she voices her in this game, and I think the anime. You know, the two anime series and the Heaven's Field movies. kind of like a Comedic version of Type Moon properties. But that came out before Witch and the Holy Knight, or Mahelt's Guide no Yoran. So it really only deals with Fate Stay Night and Tsukihime. Doesn't deal with Fate Hall Ataraxia. I'm not sure when that particular story came out, but I know it's available on PC now, because it came out within the last couple of years on Steam in the English language. And this came out before Ataraxia did. I've mentioned this before, but this is, I believe, the PlayStation Vita version of Fate Stay Night. It's got the openings for that version for the different story routes. Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heavensville. So, yeah, she's gonna tell him to not throw himself in front of a train again. You gotta remember, Shirou, Saber won't die even if she's killed. Yeah. I mean, she is a famous hero when, you know, she was still human. I mean, I'm surprised she didn't hit him for that. But then again, she is his servant, so she probably holds herself to a pretty high standard. He's not even a mage because, you know, mages have a very specific goal. Whether, you know, they achieve it or they set it up so their descendants have a shot of achieving it. If anything, he's like a magecraft user. Though I'd be hard-pressed to call him that, because he's only got like one magic circuit, so can't really do anything spectacular. And she's literally your bodyguard, it's in her job description. Some of them do. And we'll see that later on. Yeah, she probably would have used her Noble Phantasm. Or maybe some of her one or more of the spells in her repertoire. Because I know she's got at least one Strike Air, which, you know, creates a powerful gust of wind. And then afterwards, she might just, take your head off. With her sword. Because she's got one. And at the same time, you might as well be made of toothpicks. Okay, you're like a scarecrow compared to her. Okay. She could just as easily pull your head off. Like that scene in Prometheus where the engineer pulled off David's head. Yeah, like, all the rules and how stuff works. Okay, now we've got another decision. She's probably not gonna say, and I think this might be grayed out. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't look as bright as these other ones. Of course, that could be just my twin orbs, staring at stuff. Tab will ask her about her current wardrobe choices. She wasn't wearing them before. Okay, I thought they were made of mana, but guess that's just like her blue dress, not the outfit Rin found. I guess she went home and came back, because she's moving in here. What kind of arrogant sap is this? No, I think if, that were the case, she just hit you with some of her magecraft. Alright, well, with that sudden revelation, I think I need some time to process this. So I'm going to end the episode here. And stay tuned for more Fate Stay Night shenanigans. Because, Rin's moving in. Okay, so here's the Saber chart, Observant chart. Got hero info, which is blank, because she hasn't told us anything. Stats, I guess. Got mana burst.
One eternity later.
Then, of course, her noble phantasm barrier, or the Wind King, which is the only one she's actually being used. Alright, so we've got Lancer, whose real name is here. Has pretty good stats, except for luck, which I think feeds into the unfortunate circumstances he finds himself in. Saber's got exceptional stats, but we haven't seen Rider, Caster, or Assassin. But we've seen... Holy moly, that's incredible.